Alright guys, here we are back on NR 2003, continuing our 2019 Modified Season Mode, going to what is probably the most unique track on the schedule. It is the Wall Stadium. If you do not know about this track, it is 0.375 miles, very short and very high banked. Craziest track on the schedule. I watched the 2019 race here on YouTube and it was insanity, so very excited to try this out. Unfortunately, Wall Stadium is slated to close very soon, be turned into housing developments, which is like the worst thing you could ever hear. So hopefully, I do know that this track has closed before and been opened again. So hopefully they can hold out. So we need local shorts tracks to keep racing alive. So we're gonna be running 53 laps here today. Only a maximum of 19 opponents. So that's what we'll go with on 100 AI difficulty. Just like usual, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick look at the standings, and we'll get into the garage and talk about our setup for this race. Alright, so before we get into the garage, let's go ahead and take a look at the updated point standings. A great, solid, consistent result last time out puts us up into 13th place. Doug Kobe, your new points leader, not surprising to see him up there, followed by Silk, Eberling, Bonsignor, and Pitcat now in 5th position. We just gotta keep this up. Good, clean results will keep us climbing up this scoreboard. Top 10s win championships, my friends. At least when you don't have playoff weird win systems. So let's go ahead and get into the garage and we'll take a look at what kind of setup we're going to be running today. Alright, so welcome on into the garage. One setup change only, lowering the brake bias to 68%. Everything else feels very good on the default fast stadium around, or the default fast setup around the Wall Stadium. I tried to say about 5 words at once there, but we'll see what happens as the run goes on. I did not change anything, so hopefully I won't be complaining 20 laps in that I wish I had changed something. So let's go ahead and jump straight into qualifying. Skateboard style, we'll just ramp it on in and let's go. And if you've never seen this track before, I highly recommend checking out the 2019 modified race here, after you're done watching this video, of course. As, it is crazy what they do around this track. 12-second laps there, as you see in qualifying. See if we can put in a decent time. Don't need to overcook it. Just keep your momentum up. Very similar to Bristol in that way. Go 14th on lap 1. Little kiss of the fence off of 2, no problem. Boys in the shop aren't happy. Not sure that that was faster. And it was not, but nobody goes faster, so it will be 14th place on the grid. Starting on the outside isn't great around here, but we'll see what we can do. Only 20 drivers in the field, so a decent points finish guaranteed. That's what I like to see. Let's go ahead and jump into the race.
Shut up, hold on, drivers, start your engine!
Alright guys, it is race time here at the Wall Stadium. 14th position for us on the start here, 53 laps. We were preaching keeping it clean last time out. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that as easily here tonight, but we're going to try our best. Not a lot of time to talk because we come to get the green flag, so here we go. Oh, they're checking up bad on the start. Somebody is not going. Oh, you just gave up. Alright, well, don't know if that's going to cause a caution or he's going to be able to make it back to the pits. Didn't even see who it was. Somebody just forgot where the gas was, I guess, so we gain a couple spots there. And from what I saw in practice, the inside is really the place to be. As if you can keep those guys trapped on the outside, you'll have no problem getting past them. Very similar to like super speedways on NR 2003, where you just kind of want to ride the bottom, and then if anybody's on the outside, you keep them trapped out there until you pass them. Don't let them get in line in front of you, you know. You see, we just clear so easily on the inside. That's 8th place just like that, so good stuff. We're behind the 6-time champ, Doug Kobe. We're going to continue following. He kind of slips up right there, but we're not in position to get to his inside, so we'll just have to kind of ride the back bumper. Hopefully be ready if he does slip up. Otherwise, it is not that easy to pass around here. So we'll go too wide ahead of me, though, so hopefully Kobe can get his nose in on a good ale as well. Not quite. Kobe very slow. It's gonna allow us to get to the inside of him. Made a little contact there. That was a bit awkward. We might have a twofers. Good ale. Still on our outside. forcing him wide, just triggering his spotter, so he has to take a wider run into the corner. See how easily we clear it. So just like that, 6th place, good stuff for us here in the early laps. We will set our sights on silk and our first top 5. Already almost 10 laps done. Laps are going to click away very quickly here. I was talking about it a little bit in the opening, but it is such a shame that this speedway is slated to close. Hopefully, like it has in the past, it can kind of rise like a phoenix from its demise and stay open. I don't want to bum myself out too much, but these tracks are the backbone of racing. You know, you need them to keep people interested and, you know, get new drivers into the bigger series and stuff, so you hate to see it. And, you know, I was reading a little bit on Wikipedia, people complaining, you know, oh, you know, noise and stuff, and it's like, I'm pretty sure the racetrack has been there a long time, you know, but alas, it's all politics and money. Get to the inside of Blewett, not quite there. We're gonna let it roll, see if we can't get our nose in. Not able to do it, so we'll just tuck in. Just have to be very careful. The car can get quite free on the exit of the corners, as there's kind of that little bump. Might have mentioned it before. Can't really remember if I talked about it. But that, the part of the track where the banking meets the flat part, it can really catch out, like, as it just gets the car a little bit loose. That's easily the most dangerous part of this track, in my opinion. When you think you have the turn made, you jump on the throttle, you're focusing on the car ahead, and it just snaps on you. So I'm just gonna have to be mindful. So we're doing nice to hold on to 6th place right now. Good, a clean drive thus far. And it's really easy to fall into a trance around here. It's the same rhythm over and over again when you're by yourself. It's so quick. It's a little bit of throttle, jump off it, get on the brakes, and roll back in. So I was going to mention that I had seen in my comments maybe the idea of doing a sort of a career mode like thing on an R2003, where you start off in kind of a unsponsored, low-funded ride and have a AI difficulty very high, and then as you get more funding, you know, lower the difficulty somehow, or maybe decrease the car ratings of the AI opponents. You know, I've seen multiple ways suggested about how to do this. I was contemplating one idea where we can kind of do maybe sort of an owner mode, whereby we, you know, kind of upgrade the cars and just spectate the races. You know, a lot of people that have NR2003 YouTube channels do that sort of thing. Of course, Cody H Gaming, probably the most popular NR2003 YouTuber. He does some watcher races, and they're always a fun time, so maybe we can kind of bring a series where we sign Morgan Shepherd and Ricky Craven to drive my cars or something, and then we'll have a heartache over them not being very good. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments, though. Just a little brainstorm idea I had. Take some work to hammer out the logistics and how I'd want to do it, but so yeah, I'm just kind of absent-mindedly talking around here as we've pulled out a big gap behind us, and the top 5 is so close as we have already crossed halfway and a couple more laps. And oh, Blewett goes really wide. He blew it right there. And we're gonna get to the inside. Not quite clear, but we should get him here as we have the far superior lane. Are up into 5th now. We do have some lap traffic to contend with. Let's see what we can do. Would really like to hold on to this first ever top 5, though. I'm not going to overextend myself, especially with time wearing down. Man, I couldn't even see where Silk was. He was hidden right behind my mirror there. Up on the banking, that was crazy.
20 laps to go.
Just completely lost sight of his car. It's 20 laps to go, not long now. Traffic will be a factor in this race. We're not going that slow. I'm pretty sure that was the guy who was having issues there early on.
Outside. Clear.
Let's get cleared by Silk. Not able to stick it there on the inside, so not gonna overdo it. It's one trap I've fallen into too many times. Oh, Silk very wide. We're gonna get right to the inside. Almost fell into the trap of the corner exit. It got very free there. Silk able to hang it on the outside, but he's still gonna have a wide angle of entry, so we're gonna get back to the inside.
Clear.
Not quite there. Did not capitalize. Just needed to be a little bit closer, I think, when they went wide. Oh, that was very close. It'll be a little bit easier jumping on the throttle. That way we're not getting too loose on the exit. Much better control of the car there. Starting to get tight ahead of us. Looks like Barney's about to make a move on Swanson. Silk really misses that entry to 3. I got a bit tight, so I had to lift.
Clear.
We will get clear there and kind of slide up in front of Silk, so another spot made up into 4th now. Only a second to the leader.
We got just 10 more to go.
It's these 3 right in front of me. I want to say that Pit Cat actually won this race in real life, so very accurate simulation. So I think we're down to 9 to go now. Barney very wide.
Outside.
Not quite gonna get there though, so we'll just bide our time. He goes wide again.
Outside.
I got so tight I had to lift.
Clear outside.
8 laps to go.
Outside. The next car.
Put it on the podium, not quite. Come on, baby.
Outside. Car outside.
Oh man, we drove it in too deep.
The next car is the leader. Stay low.
Just letting those
Clear.
leaders get away.
Outside. Clear outside. Outside.
Get clear, but not all the way. Surely this time.
Clear.
We do clear them all the way off. As I'm snapping my wheel back, I can see that my water on my desk about to fall over. I move everything in my room when I turn the wheel like that. Oh, God, it got tight. Alright, 5 to go. I think maybe the podium finish is going to be all we can muster here. As, yeah, well, it's already 4 to go. We are 2.5 back of the leader. We should not have any threats here. We have about a half second on either side. As long as we're able to limp it home, we are going to have our first top 5 and our first ever podium here in the modified season, and another clean race on our slate. That is what we are looking for. Consistency and safety. So Swanson takes over the lead and he will come to the white flag.
White flag. 1 more lap to go.
And I am not going to be challenged from either side, so we're going to come down to get the checkered flag in our first ever top 5 in the modifieds. Good stuff right there. I'm very happy with that drive because this race could have gone either way.
Great job, buddy.
My spotter is pretty pleased about it, and I am too. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Actually putting together some good drives here in this season mode. I promise it's actually me driving. There's not somebody under the desk using... Never mind. Well, if you guys are new to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe for me. Definitely leave me a comment on this. Let me know what you think about maybe doing some sort of owner mode on NR 2003. It'd probably be on a stream thing. That way we can kind of react together.
Race back to the line.
And that'll be in the works. I'll work on the logistics for that. And as always, like this video as well. And hope you enjoyed, and I'll stop rambling. I'll see you guys in the next race.